Yo, Survivor fans, this is Chad Kincaid here to recap your episode 11 review. Haven't been around lately, that's because I had kind of a life premonition that has nothing to do with you guys. Friday night, kind of checked into my bank account. Needless to say, my tax refund came in, and I was kind of like in the party mood all weekend long. Up until Sunday morning, then I had to go to work, and then came home from work, basically chilled for the weekend, from the weekend, kind of in relaxed mode. And then went to work this morning, and I thought, I have to do my review today on my way home from work. But when I came home from work, got a very great surprise from Mike Scoopin. I ordered his book Sometime When. I got that in the mail, and I got a bunch of other cool stuff. Mike is a great guy. If you ever have a chance to check out his book, do so. And his website's mikescoopin.com. He's got a few other cool stuff on there, but I would definitely recommend checking out. He has a few DVDs out. He's a Christian guy. He has a DVD out called Philippines in Prayer. Basically, he's a motivational speaker, and he's talking to a crowd about his Christian experience on Philippines during last season, and he shows clips from it. It's a very cool little DVD. It's not long. I watched about 3 times. Very emotional, very inspirational stuff. So these last few days, I've come to realize something. I'm not going to let the little crap bother me like some stupid girl or anything like that. I'm just going to have fun being myself. And I found it's more beneficial that way. So I apologize for taking so long. I'm going to keep doing them. I am off Thursday, so I will recap this upcoming episode Thursday. So, and also, I've been, as y'all know, I'm a big Survivor fan, and through that, I had the great opportunity to meet other Survivor fans, and I had the pleasure of joining Survivor Nation recently and Survivor Wiki. I met a few cool people from Survivor Wiki, including Ian and David Waxberg. Those guys are great, I love interacting with a bunch of Survivor fans and castaways. And a lot of these people, man, they got my back. They say they wish I could be on Survivor, And, after getting Mike's package, at first I thought there was no hope, but, after seeing all this stuff and getting Mike's package today, there's a little bit of hope left. Maybe I should probably do a better video somehow. It's like these videos I make that are awesome. It's like they exceed the megabyte expectation on the CBS website, so I don't know how to trim them down or anything. So that part sucks, but I'll find a way around it. All right, enough about me. Let's go on to episode 11. As we all know, the food auction, that was the biggest part of the episode. As usual, they recapped last week's episode, with Philip getting voted out, and I'll get into more about Philip later. They go back to the camp. Camps, they seem a little more happy that Philip's gone, but at the same time, their stealth RS leader is gone, so I don't know, maybe it looked like a little bit of confusion. They don't know whether to be happy or sad. Eric seems to be happy. He seems to be the one most beneficial from it. Not bashing Philip. I love Philip, man. He's entertaining as hell, like I said. I'll get into that a little bit later. And then the next day they're terrified because of the 3 amigos, about what they pulled at Last Tribal, which if you have not caught it yet, catch it. Last Tribal was epic. It breaks down as one of the best tribals ever, in my opinion, about what went down. with them playing all these hidden immunity idols. It was just awesome. Now let's get to the food of the matter, the food auction. I'll just run down some of the highlights. Poor Brenda, man. I don't know if it was struggling or if she was scared or what, but the food auction that she finally bought was pig brains, and I'll give her credit, man. She gave it a shot. I mean, she had the courage to try it, I guess, and then she said she didn't eat pork, and she got stuck with pig brains. Poor girl, I felt bad for her. But she does get something out of it that's beneficial, and so does a lot of people except 3. I'll get into that. Malcolm killed that beer like a champ, man. If I didn't have to work early tomorrow, I'd be doing the same thing right now, doing a Malcolm, but like I said, probably not a good idea, but man, he chugged that beer like a champ. Him being a bartender back in LA and that kind of lifestyle, I guess he's used to that. Everybody's just like, oh my god, like wow. Or Eddie's face was priceless. Reynold, man, he got stuck with a bad deal too, but he had a choice between 3. He bought his, I believe it was for $2.80. I don't remember the exact number, but he had a choice of 3 packaging. He stuck with the original one, which was only 1 slice of pizza. The other 2 choices were rotten coconut. He avoided that, but then the other choice was the rest of the pizza, which Sherry got for $500. So I don't know if that was a wise move to spend the whole $500 on the rest of the pizza. And it wasn't. We'll find out why. Dawn also spends her whole $500 on a roasted chicken. I love Dawn and everything, but she should have spent at least $480 on it, saved $20. And like I said, her, Sherry and Malcolm, they're now out of the food auction. They missed out on something. Malcolm gives the rest of his money for information, good information, that he ends up getting blocked. And not in a bad way, I'll explain. But he's basically out of the auction. So he got beer and information, which is not a bad deal. Andrea was the hero during the food auction. Usually every food auction, they give whoever bids on an item a good food item. It looked like spaghetti. I don't know what the other thing was. Looked like quiche, maybe? Don't know. But she had the choice of giving that up for the rice and beans for the rest of her tribe, and she opted for the rice and beans. Good for her. That was a smart move on her part. Cochran won the advantage part, which benefit him really greatly later. So here comes the part I was saying about the food auction where everybody else but Malcolm, Sherry, and Dawn missed. Jeff brought a little box full of the family love letters, and he said anybody for $20 wants theirs, he could have. Obviously, poor Malcolm, Dawn, and Sherry missed out on that. So that sucks for them. I would hate that. And then the food auction finale was a big whole jar of peanut butter bought by Eddie for the rest of the tribe. The only thing I didn't quite get was why didn't they have like celery with it or something? Why not have something to eat with it instead of just their fingers? That was kind of gross, but still it was cool nonetheless. If you know what peanut butter is, it's got a lot of protein in it, so it was beneficial for everybody. I've lately been eating a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and stuff like that, and peanut butter is pretty good for you, as long as I don't think if you overdo it. But it does have protein in it, so that benefited everybody. So with that, the auction was over. Okay, now about the information that Malcolm had. Basically, it was the location of the hidden immunity aisle. He gets up early the next morning, starts to try to find it, and cute little Andrea just sits on the stump and just has a standoff with him, basically blocking him from fighting the immunity idol. Now, if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't really mind. Really, I really wouldn't have. Even though I know, kind of dumb on my part, but if it's Andrea, I wouldn't mind. I would just do the stand out with her, whatever they call it. Standoff. Sorry. So yeah, lucky Malcolm, I guess. So basically, he does not get a chance to find that hidden immunity idol. Bites him in the butt later. We go to the immunity challenge. It's a weight holding competition. Cochran uses his advantage, which he ups his rope up 2 notches. He wins it, beats out everybody. He used his advantage, so good for him. He wins immunity. He's safe again. Tribal Council. Michael and Philip show up. Okay, here's my part about Philip. I cannot wait to hear his jury speech, dude. It's going to be epic. Knowing the specialist, it's going to be great. Tribal Council, Malcolm gets voted out. So the 3 amigos are now the 2 amigos. So that's all I have. Very epic week for me. You know, I love Survivor, and apparently the Survivor world loves me. And also, June 1st, I'm still doing that diabetes walk for Keen's Island. A lot of survivors from is going to be there, including Allie, Laura, and Matt from this season. I did order a Go to them by Bicall. I still can't get that name right. I ordered those 2 buffs, and I ordered a Team Go to shirt too. But I said when my tax refunds came, I splurged a little. I even went to half-price books just to look around. I found Survivor All-Stars, the complete season, bonus footage and everything for $7. So, you know, it's been a great week for me. So, hopefully next episode will be great. I'll be there with you guys Thursday, I promise. So, you know. But, you know. Love you guys. Peace, love, chicken grease.